My guest today is a two-time Juno Award winner and the youngest ever winner of said award. He won his first Juno at 13 for the EP Easy Now in 2022 and his second Juno in 2023 for Reggae Song of the Year, Reggae Party with Kirk, Diamond, and Finn. The Juno Awards are Canada's equivalent to the Grammys in the United States. He plays the drums, the guitar, and the piano. He's only 17, but the sky's the limit for Canadian Jamaican Kairo McLean. Welcome to ReggaeBitz&Pcs, Kairo. It's a pleasure having you here.
Good to speak to you. Good to speak to you, Miss Dealer. It's an honor.
Alrighty. Tell me, Kairo, how did you feel winning back-to-back Junos?
It's an incredible feeling to know that reggae in Canada has a place, you know what I mean? Especially being of Jamaican descent, first generation Canadian, second generation Canadian, and I get to see the music that I call home and the music that brings me peace. It gets recognition in the country that I was born in, and it's just a great feeling to know that the two can marry, you know, and I can be a part of it.
It's a win-win.
A win-win.
Yeah, I like that. All right. In terms of getting into music, Kairo, would you say you found music or music found you?
I'd say music found me. To be honest, I'm born into a musical family. My dad plays bass, and he has for quite some time, playing in some notable reggae bands in the GTA, as well as his own band called Confrontation. That was a while back before I was born, and just being around the whole musical environment, him playing bass and bringing the practice into the house sometimes. And they luckily enough, the musicians would allow me to, like, you know what I mean, tinker with their instruments as a little 3 or 4-year-old. And that kind of fostered this love for music and reggae music in particular. And my mom, you know what I mean, mom's Jamaican through and through. When she's cooking, she has to play music. So from beginning.
Yeah. You couldn't escape it, right?
Couldn't escape it. I was kind of locked in.
All right. Discuss your musical influences and how they shape your sound.
Well, from ever since I loved Bob Marley, which is a given. He's the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? But through that, I've always loved smooth singers. So like Dennis Brown, Sugar Minott. I like John Holt. It's different moods, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm in the mood for more revolutionary music, more Rastafarian music. So I like Burning Spear, you know what I mean? I've always liked Junior Biles, even up to Capleton and Sizzla Kalonji, you know what I mean? Chronics.
You're an old soul man.
So I've been told.
Which is a good thing. It's a good thing because all of those people you mentioned, I know them. I mean, I don't know them personally, but I know their music. Absolutely.
It's a legendary music. You can't escape it.
So those people have actually shaped your sound in some way or some way.
In a major way. And even Toronto artists. I got to give props to a lot of Toronto artists who I grew up listening to on G98.7. Big up. And they've shaped my music too. You know what I mean? Big up to Esco Levi. All
right. I share the story, Kairo, behind your latest single or project.
Actually, my latest single out right now is called Night Rider, and it's a pretty funny story. There was a girl that I kind of had a crush on, and every time I would go into her neighborhood, she was never around to hang out. But when I'm not in her neighborhood, you know what I mean? That's when the and whatnot. So that was the kind of the story of the song, and I kind of got a good little song out of it. They call me the super. Big up to Ellie.
Yes, so it's a nice song.
It's a nice little song.
A nice little song. How do you approach songwriting, and what inspires your lyrics?
Songwriting has to be based in reality. I believe that the best art is it's a commentary on reality that everyday people face.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it be about the struggles of everyday life, you know what I mean? A lot of the music that I write is based off of the struggles that you see, just living in the world and being observant and watching the news and hearing people crying for injustice. And I feel like as an artist we have a duty to talk about, we're the voice for the people. Music is a
Mm-hmm.
mouthpiece.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of
Sure.
my music will come out of that. If it doesn't come out of being a mouthpiece, it comes out of my own experiences in my 17 years of being on earth. And it's just based in reality. I believe music has to be grounded in some sort of reality.
So you kind of feel like you're speaking for persons who can't speak for themselves.
Yes, I feel like that's the job of reggae. Reggae is the voice of the people. It's a vehicle for expression. It's a vehicle for change. And me as a I guess a patron of reggae, I have to kind of uphold that pillar along with my peers in this music.
Reggae, like you say, it's a strong music. It's powerful. I mean, coming from a small country to have
So
such a global appeal.
right, it's incredibly powerful music. It's a force to be reckoned with. And every day we wonder, how could such a small nation really rock the world? It's
It's
because they're
true.
speaking of things that the whole world can relate.
It's true. And I remember even when there was apartheid in South Africa, Jamaica was there,
We were one of
right
the
up
only
there.
nations calling out.
Yeah, exactly. You know, powerful man, powerful little country.
Absolutely. And even black people as a whole, going through the turmoil that we have on earth, we and black people and natives and any other nation that has gone through great tribulation on earth, we tend to cry out for injustice more so than nations that haven't readily faced that those kind of problems.
Hmm.
So that this is where it comes from as well. You know what I mean? When you feel it, you cry out for it more.
Yeah, there's this consciousness. I've interviewed this guy. He's from Africa. He plays on a radio station. His name is Selector Abelman, and
Right.
Abelman's dream is to come to Jamaica. He loves reggae music and Jamaica so much. I mean, the music has such power that his dream is to come to Jamaica.
Wouldn't you know that my dream is to go to Africa?
I'm not surprised, but you'll get there. You got to get there.
I hope so. You know what I mean? I hope.
Yeah. Tell me, Kara, how do you connect with your audience during performances?
Um, the only way I kind of know how the music is like I said, it's an aid to connect with the people naturally. But when I'm performing, I look people in the eye. I sing as if I'm singing to you directly. And if you come to my shows, you'll notice. Stand in the front and let me sing to you for a while. It'll happen. But no, I try and use my energy as a vehicle to convey the fact that I'm passionate about what I'm speaking. I'm not just speaking like hot air. I'd like people to know that I'm for the movement that I'm speaking about, through my actions on stage, through moving about, through the passion. And I hope you guys can feel the energy.
Yeah, because people can pick up on, like you say, passion and energy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's necessary.
Yeah, people will know when you're faking it. Oh no, he's faking it. Nah, he's not for real.
I don't believe in stand up and sing. I mean, like, there's a time and place for it. If you're singing a slow song, obviously, if you're singing like like sort of love songs, you wanna stand up and more serenade, but the people want to feel your passion. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I've seen quite a few of your clips, and you are energetic. You're all
Thank
over
you.
the place,
It's the youth.
which is a good thing.
Absolutely.
What is your favorite song to perform?
That's a good question. To be honest, I don't have any. Um, just songs that make me step. I like songs that allow me to move freely on stage. My favorite songs are songs that have a rhythm that is simple enough that I can include other songs that people like onto the rhythm. I like to medley my music, so the favorite so like entertainment rhythm. I like the
Oh,
entertainment rhythm because I like to mix songs. I'll sing entertainment is a form of enjoyment, and then I'll say take it down low. Once I was a reckless gambler, and my
Yeah.
nickel dollar Billy could not. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
like to,
It flows.
yeah, I like to give people a little bit of a flow. You know,
All right. If you could go, right, Carol, if you could go open a show for any artist, who would that be?
anybody. Mom said somebody young. No, um, to be honest, I've always loved Chronix. I've always loved Damian Marley. Um, I love the Marley family in general. I love Juju them. Um, big up Julian Marley. Big up Kimani Marley. I'd love to open for one of them. Chronix Protege,
have
Lila
you met any
Ike.
have you met any of them?
No, I haven't met any of them, but Chronix gave me a strength on the internet when Easy Now came out in 2021. He reposted it, and you know what I mean.
Oh,
I haven't gone to Jamaica to meet him yet, but within due time.
oh, that's nice.
Big up King Yellow Man. I'd love to open a show for you. Beanie Man, Vibes Cartel. No, no. Mom said no. I say yes though. It's about it's about hype. No,
There
no,
you
no.
go. So,
Big up to every artist. I'd like to open for artists with a conscious message. You know what I mean?
yeah. You wouldn't mind opening with like Burning Spear. I mean, I know he's an older guy,
I love Burning Spear.
but he's
I wouldn't
conscious.
mind opening for Burning Spear. His sets are long,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
so if I'm opening for him, I gotta know that I only get well 4 or 5 songs, and then
That would be good exposure for you though.
I'd love to. It would be excellent to perform with the great Spear. You know what I mean? He's been performing since Horsmouth and Bob Marley.
Oh yeah.
I'd love
Oh
to
yeah.
perform with Spear. Even
Who
Jay-Z. Even
Jay-Z? Okay.
Jay-Z. Even Drake and them kind of guys there. Why couldn't I open for them?
That's true. That's true. They'd give you a strength.
I'd think so. And reggae would give them a strength. You know what I mean? Because
Exactly.
reggae is a thing that it doesn't only take strength, but it gives strength.
It's true. I remember Junior Marley, what's his name? This American rapper. I think
Nah, it says the album with
Nas,
Nas.
right, right. That was a nice album.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Distant
That was nice.
relatives.
Distant relatives, right. That was nice. Who would you most like to collaborate with and why?
Um, like I'm saying, anybody with a conscious message. To be honest, like I'm saying, Chronix, but I like Chronix's style. His ability to ride rhythms to me is like similar to the idea that I have in my mind. And the reason why I mentioned Junior Gang again is because when I write some of my lyrics, I write with his like I use him as a great inspiration.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
it would be like Inception, you know,
Hmm.
for him to do a tune with me. Capleton,
Yeah.
I'd,
Fireman.
I'd love to do a tune with the Prophet. Sizzla Kalonji, who I met. I got to meet Sizzla at Judgment Yard
Yeah, I know
locally.
that.
Yeah, you seen that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how did that go? Because you said that he went up to his house and then he called you. Because I
Uh,
actually saw when you're interviewed about that.
yeah, yeah. So essentially, how it would have went was King Lion from Zion. Big up to King Lion. He's an artist from here. King Lion from Zion, which is how you pronounce his name. Artist from Toronto. He had the link to be able to go to Judgment Yard, luckily, and through him, and we're good friends, and I'm thankful for this all the time. He said, "Yo, Kairo, do you wanna, you know what I mean, make the trads with us to go up to Judgment Yard?" And I was like, absolutely, you know what I mean? Because if I could meet Sizzla on my journey to Jamaica, that'd be a great thing. Anyway, we start to make the movement towards Augustown, and we get there, and he makes a few calls, and the the brother that he has a link with, who I
Mhm.
believe was the chef, he let us in, and we ended up standing around, and eventually Sizzla was sitting around, and I was like, okay, yada yada yada, and someone said, do you want to meet Sizzla? You want to walk up to Sizzla and meet him? And I was like, yes, that'd be legendary. So we got the opportunity to really speak with him now, and I got to play my music for him. And sitting at his house, he said, come upstairs and let me show you some music in the studio. And
Nice.
we ended up venturing upstairs and listening to some unreleased, some music that a lot of people haven't heard, been released, but just, I guess, I don't know, uh, Rare Sizzler. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
playing Rare Sizzler, and it was an excellent vibe.
Were you mesmerized? Like I'm actually talking to Sizzler?
It was mesmerized. He's a when you meet someone who inspires you, you have no choice but to really say, "Wow," you know what I mean? This
Mm-hmm,
guy
mm-hmm.
affected my life, and I'm really sitting in front of him.
Yeah. So did he give you any pointers like, like youth, you're doing well or something like that?
He said, "Youth, you're doing well." He actually said that I remind him of Eddie Fitzroy, the artist Eddie
Or
Fitzroy.
Eddie
So,
Fitzroy? Yeah, the late
so
Eddie Fitzroy.
late Eddie Fitzroy lessons
Um, all right, Kara, you're 17. How do your peers at school treat you?
due to the music.
Yeah.
No differently, to be honest with you.
They, they
They
don't?
keep me grounded. They keep me grounded, and I kind of like it that way. I'd prefer that I it's like Batman. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to be able to take off the uniform and, like Damian Marley says, become a mere mortal again. And when I'm at school, I like the fact that I'm not Kairo McLean the artist. I'm just Kairo McLean the friend, kind of sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
I'm you get what I mean?
Yeah, I understand, but I'm just trying to understand because I mean, young people. I mean, my friend here is a star, etc., etc. I know how young people are, so
I
for them
mean,
to just Cairo is like,
I, I haven't fostered that kind of energy to say,
oh,
oh, Kairo McLean's a star.
that's good though.
Yeah, I kind of, and you know what I mean? They're my grounding, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
That's good. That's good. Because my follow up question to you was going to be how what keeps you grounded other than your friends? What keeps you grounded?
Well, my friends, my family, my morals. Um, I believe that music is a mission, and the goal to get to the hyperboreal top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people believe that it's so that they can better themselves and
Mm-hmm.
become this billionaire and live this life away from people. But to me, and I hope to a lot of people who keep the reggae fire blazing, the goal to get to the top of the mountain is so that you can have the resources, have the platform to help the most people possible. It's like what Bob said. If my life is for me alone, it really doesn't make sense.
I like that. I like that. But I don't know if you know Carol, but Bob's song "No Woman No Cry."
Right.
Bob didn't get any royalties from that song. I don't know if you know that. He turned it over to his friend.
To his friend Georgie, who
Right,
actually runs the kitchen
the
in
kitchen.
Trenchtown.
Yeah, I
Yes, I
mean,
was aware.
man, I mean
Honorable
that's
acts.
yeah. Bob was just just Bob.
He was a great person, but I heard something about why he was doing that as well. It's because he had signed some contract to some kind of publishing agency back when he was a younger star in Jamaica,
Hmm.
and he didn't realize that the contract was life, like it was a binding contract, and
Oh,
due to that he had to sign the rights to a lot of the songs in the later half of his career over to a lot of his friends.
oh. Well, at least
So
keeping it in the family. Continue.
yeah,
Go ahead.
sorry about that. Seco Patterson has a couple of songs in his name and their legality, you know what I mean?
Oh, psychopaths. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what is the best advice you've been given?
um I get a lot of good advice. A lot of people tell me to keep level headed, and that's real good advice at any stage of life. But to be honest, one of the best pieces of advice that I use like actively every day when I get on stage is one of the times I was talking to my dad and I was saying, Dad, I like this artist style and I like this artist style, and I'd like to try and sing like this artist, but I'd also like to try and sing like this artist. And Dad simply said, so mix them. And I guess I don't know. Sometimes the simple things don't hit you at first, but
True.
when he said it, it was like a light bulb switched on. And from then on, I've always amalgamated Dennis Brown's style and Gregory's style and Bob's style to try and give people the reggae experience.
Yeah, your dad is just saying pretty much keep it simple. Just mix them.
Yeah, you know.
What is one message, right, you would give to your fans?
Never give up. Keep your head up. Life is it's a weird thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes it can look down, but it's never always down. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's like the ripple effect. You drop a stone into a lake, and at first the ripples are great and they're deep, but
Mm-hmm.
when you get out into the lake, they fade until the lake becomes smooth again. And you know what I mean? Life moves. You know what I mean? Keep your head up and buy my music.
You know, you're spitting such pearls of wisdom for a 17-year-old. I,
Thank you.
I
I
think you're
try.
kind of I think you're kind of mature beyond your years, actually.
It comes with the old soul.
Also, right? What are your long-term goals as an artist?
um, my long-term goals are really to get my music to the most people possible, to touch the four corners of the globe with a positive message, to be able to stand amongst other giants in the industries,
Mm-hmm.
and to be able to hold my head up and know that I didn't have to do anything strange to get up here. You know what I mean? I'd
I
love
love
to be able to keep the fire blazing.
it.
Um, I want to uplift, like I was saying, the goal is to help people, but differently. Personally, I'd love to build my mom up, build me up, build dad up,
I love that.
and then it would make it easier, so much easier to build the rest of the world up.
I love that. I love your energy, Kyra. I mean, your parents have done a great job.
Ah, mom.
No,
So
they've
thank
done a
you.
great job. No, they've done a great job.
Oh,
Yeah, go, let me see
sorry
this.
about
Yeah,
that.
that's okay. I know technical stuff happens.
All
Yeah, but
right.
no, no. Your parents have done a great job, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, I don't sense any braggadocio or anything like that. You know, you sound very level-headed.
I try. I try. I try. I truly try.
No, and that's good. That's really good, Carol. And I see you going places, and I can see you really, really going places.
I hope.
So tell me something now, Carol, about your long-term goals as an artist.
Right. Uh, yeah. Like I was saying, my long-term goals are really just to see the betterment of myself. That would ease the betterment of the world as I progress in my career.
All right. What are your social media handles, or how can people find you?
You can find me on all social media platforms under the title Kairo_MCLEAN. Kairo McLean. You know.
All right. Any shout outs before we wrap up?
Um, Shout out to all of the fans who listen to this. I thank you for all your support. Uh, Shout out to the mayor of Toronto. No, shout out to mom. Shout out to dad. Shout out to my sisters. Everybody who supports. Love and respect and honor.
Appreciate love that. Carol, thank you for chatting with me and sharing your musical journey with the Reggae Bits and Pieces family. The
Thank you
world
for
is a
having me.
Yeah, man. The world is a better place having you in it. Keep shining and keep spread. I can see you. I can see you.
Okay.
Yeah, you did give your shout outs and stuff, and I was just saying to you, thank you for chatting with me and sharing your musical journey with the Reggae Bits and Pieces family.
Thank
The
you.
world is a better place having you in it. So keep shining and keep spreading the reggae vibes.
Most definitely. Thank you for having me, Miss D-Lit. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I had fun too.
It's been fun. It's been fun.
All right,
You
one
didn't
love.
trick me.
No, 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 no. I kept my promise. I kept my promise.
Rasta.
Thank you.
Thank
One
you.
love.
One love. Play by the king, so love is all I bring. Rocka surely do the thing. Yo, this is Kairo McLean, ReggaeBitz&Pcs, and I just want to let you know that you're listening to Reggae Bits and Pieces. This is the exclusive interview, so just stay tuned. Do it, job. Play by the king, love is all I bring.
Bad man, son, 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 son.